Hi, good morning. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you are going to take a seat, now would be the time. So I'd say welcome. My name is Robert Garza. I'm the president and fortunate to serve as the president of Palo Alto College. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here this morning. It is truly my distinct pleasure to be here on behalf of the Alamo College District and the lead institution, Palo Alto College, to announce the great details of a recent Department of Defense cooperative grant agreement that will strengthen a diverse STEM ecosystem here in the San Antonio region, better known as Military USA. I see many people here that share our mission of helping to better serve our community. It is an exciting day today, to say the least, as we recognize this grant alongside our higher education partners, UTSA, well, let's say it right, the University of Texas at San Antonio, and Texas A&M University San Antonio. Thank you to Brigadier General, retired, Guy Walsh from UTSA, the founding executive director of UTSA's National Security Collaboration Center, joining us here today. General Walsh, are you here? Do you want to raise your hand? Thank you so much for your service. My dad's retired Army after 20 plus years, so I truly appreciate you. And thank you to Dr. Akhtar Logher from Texas A&M University San Antonio, who has worked collaboratively with us on securing this grant and will now work on carrying out this grant as principal investigator. Dr. Logher is the director for the Center of Information Technology and Cybersecurity, and we are proud to have him here with us. Dr. Logher, are you here? Also joining us today, representing the U.S. Army, go Army, North 5th Army, is Andrea Blekovich and Shannon Trejo. Are you here to be recognized as well? There we go. All right. Fantastic. Notice I say go Army. Okay. So thank you all for joining us here today. We truly appreciate all of you joining us. Now I'd like to welcome our board chair, Mr. Roberto Zarate, to the podium to say a few words. Mr. Zarate.
Good morning, and what a wonderful morning it is, don't you think? And then to be in this venue, oh my goodness, it gives it a lot of pizzazz as far as I'm concerned. I was in a bad mood until I got here and saw this setup. I've been stuck on 410 for about an hour and a half. Yeah. It's not a good thing, and maybe the chamber can start working on something to help us there. But nonetheless, thank you for being here today. This is a great event and a great opportunity for San Antonio to grow in an area that we have had as a board priority since I've been here. And I've been here 18 years. I just came out of kindergarten and joined the board. But anyway, and the reason I bring that up is that our board has been extremely supportive of any kind of partnership effort that Dr. Flores and the staff can put together to make us even stronger and more responsive to the community. And so I want to acknowledge Dr. Flores and his staff for putting this together. And then I want to focus on the partnership aspect of this. Ricardo, the chamber has always been a very strong partner. Our military has always been a very strong partner. And I think that that's something that people don't realize, that there's that foundational strength that we have in terms of the partnerships that we have throughout the community in San Antonio. I know that this program is going to affect about 1,200 students. Dr. Flores told me about the amount of money that's going to be involved, but I won't steal that thunder. I'll leave it up to you guys to announce. But it is substantial. But I do believe that the partnerships that this brings forward is going to be more meaningful than the amount of money that will be granted to us. And I will tell you, it's going to be money well spent, because we're an award-winning organization. We have proven to be good stewards of anything that we undertake. And because of that, I'm really excited about this function today and what it brings for the future. And again, what a beautiful day. So Dr. Flores, I think you're up next.
Good morning. I want to thank Chairman Sarate, and as he mentioned, right, I'm gonna just provide some proof points to his comments, which I think are particularly critical about what Chairman Sarate and our trustees have done is ensured that we're embedded within the community, that we're partnership focused, and in particular, that we want to ensure that our students have a better lives for themselves and for their families. So the Department of Defense made this announcement of the National Defense Education Program Cooperative Agreement, and they selected 5 community college consortiums throughout the United States, and we're one of those 5. They're going to award up to $55 million to foster the development of STEM education. And as Dr. Gatsa mentioned, it's called Military City USA Consortium. So I wonder where we stole that name from. And it's going to follow what's called a recruit, prepare, place, and succeed model with a STEM ecosystem approach that will ensure not only the success, but most importantly, I think for all of us, the sustainability of a strong, what's called STEM industrial base. Now, Dr. Gatsa mentioned and is president of Palo Alto, and I know there are many colleagues from Palo Alto College and throughout the Alamo Colleges district. Palo Alto is going to serve as a lead organization and includes all 5 of our community colleges: St. Philip's College, San Antonio College, thank you, Dr. Solis, Northeast Lakeview College, Dr. Garcia, Northwest Vista College, Debbie Gaitan, and I'm going to ask all my colleagues to stand up from the Alamo Colleges district. Can you all do that real quick? Let's give them a round of applause. All of you. They're, and then a partnership with the University of Texas at San Antonio, UTSA, as well as Texas A&M University, San Antonio, and then a national nonprofit, which is called the Teaching Institute for Excellence in STEM. So on behalf of the Alamo Colleges District, I am very excited about what this initiative is going to provide. We want to thank the Department of Defense for recognizing not only how critical that this effort is, but most importantly, think about it, we are one of 5. We're one of 5. They selected San Antonio and the Alamo Colleges in partnership with UTSA and Texas A&M San Antonio. This is an $11 million 6-year investment that will serve 1,200 students. And think about these proof points of what we said we're going to do, so we have to do it, y'all. So it says we're going to move the needle and increase STEM enrollment by 86%. I mean, that's possible, right? It says we're going to increase STEM completion by 88%, and we're going to increase STEM transfers to 4-year universities, in particular the 2 partnership universities, UTSA and A&M San Antonio, by 100%. So we're relying on our 2 partners here, along with Army, right, and others to make that happen. So think of this, since 2015, 2- and 4-year degree completions have risen by 13% in our region, while completions have dropped across the United States. But we see this as a key to the future. In particular, the Alamo Colleges, Palo Alto College, our sister colleges, San Antonio College, St. Philip's, Northwest Vista, and Northeast Lakeview have transferred 88,000 students in the last 5 years to university. So if we look at what we have currently enrolled in STEM, we actually have about 8,700 students enrolled in that. So I think that 88% increase is doable. We've invested and opened 2 new facilities recently at Northwest Vista College and at Northeast Lakeview College. And as we know, STEM provides a better life for each and every one of our students. So this is a beautiful day. It's a momentous morning, and I'm particularly excited about the partnership that we have. I want to thank all of my colleagues. I want to thank Dr. Gatsa for serving as the lead institution at Palo Alto College in partnership with everyone here assembled today, and in particular, all of our efforts to create a vibrant STEM ecosystem in San Antonio. Remember, we're one of 5. Let's do that again. We're one of 5. All right, thank you all. Dr. Gatsa.
Okay, 1 of 5. I'm going to be saying that. Thank you, Dr. Flores. I'd now like to ask Dr. Loghert from Texas A&M University, Director of the Center for Information Technology and Cybersecurity, to come and say a few words. Help me welcome him.
Thank you very much. It's indeed a very great day, 1 of 5, yes. Awesome, I like that. Again, not to take anything away from from Alamo, Mr. Cantu, who helped in writing the grant, and I recognize the shout out for him, and everybody else. We have at Texas A&M, as was pointed out, that 88,000 students. A lot of them are come to Texas A&M San Antonio, and we have a very good BAS relationship, BAAS relationship, where a lot of your students come in, and some of our best students are from Alamo colleges. They come in with their degree, and they graduate in 3 semesters. So within 3 semesters, they get a BAS degree, and they're out with an NSA certificate, which is what we want them to get, and they're very well employed in the community over here. So Alamo is doing a great job in getting the students ready to come into our colleges, and we really appreciate that. As well, we also have a BS in cybersecurity, which as part of this grant now, we will be able to create a true 2+2, which in the sense has to be a true 2+2 in the sense that exactly half of the courses are taken at Alamo and others at A&M, SA, and so that'll help us feed that pipeline and increase the number of students that will graduate with a degree, with a bachelor's in cybersecurity, and an NSA certificate that goes along with that as part of the graduation. So we almost have that ready with Northeast Lakeview University. Our representation is here, and Dr. Fanning we already got that built the last semester, but with this grant, we'll make it happen. And so really very thankful to Alamo for being there. Palo Alto College is right across from us, across the interstate, and I'm sure we'll do great work together. And of course, we'll work with all the team members and the other institutions and the workforce, folks to make this happen into a big success for San Antonio, which is very important. Military City, USA, there's a lot of things that can happen beyond this, and I'm already looking at that. Thank you all very much. And I want to say thank you also from our president, Dr. Madsen, also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Loghert. Next, I'm proud to introduce someone who works to address some of our community's most immediate challenges, a great colleague and friend. From advocating for business on the local, state, and federal levels and supporting San Antonio's targeted industries to developing partnerships between business leaders and educators to ensure San Antonio has a strong workforce pipeline. Richard and his team create an environment that fosters success for businesses and the city. Please help me welcome Mr. Richard Bettis, President and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm very proud to be here, and thank you, Bobby, for that wonderful introduction. Oops. You got a mouse up here. It's a speaker. As president and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce, I know firsthand that economic development and workforce development are top priorities for our business community and for the success of our region. The Alamo colleges exist to enable individuals to realize an affordable and high-quality credential or degree. Cooperative grants such as this one from the Department of Defense are helping to strengthen our higher education system and will grow our science, technology, and manufacturing industrial base. As you all know, we are the 7th largest city in the country and proud to be known as Military City USA because of our support for the military and our strong Department of Defense presence led by Joint Base San Antonio, home to more than 260 mission partners. 260 mission partners. That's a big footprint in San Antonio. You know, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the pandemic, San Antonio maintained a strong economic base in government and military-related industries, as well as in the flourishing healthcare and manufacturing sectors. Grants such as these ensure we are growing our economy and strengthening businesses. The business community would therefore like to thank the Department of Defense, all 5 of the outstanding Alamo colleges, Texas A&M San Antonio, and the University of Texas at San Antonio for helping to spearhead this important consortium that will propel our community forward. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we're not just making history today, we're charting a future, a bright future for all. And so I am proud to be here, to be your partner, to be your advocate, to be your friend, and I say onward and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bettis. We appreciate your support of this great partnership. Next, I'd like to introduce Samir Patel, Senior Financial Controller from Navistar Manufacturing. Navistar is an important partner that will also serve as an experiential learning worksite for our students. Samir Patel, all right.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Yep. Thank you, Dr. Flores and Alamo College for inviting us here today. Alamo College and Navistar already are valued partner of, and we are excited to further our partnership to address the skills and the wages of the state workforce while responding to industry's need. Employer-led initiatives are important to build the program that have immediate impact and talent pipeline alignment and industry needs. We are proud to continue to be an employer that is providing for a skilled workforce and advanced manufacturing opportunity across our community. As we all know, right, there is a tight workforce as well as skilled workforce problem right now in the United States. And a recent study from United States Department of Labor and National Association of Manufacturing shows a need for worker training in advanced manufacturing and logistics, with the demand expected to grow as manufacturing expand within the state as well as our community. Thank you once again, Alamo College, for making this connection and for us allowing us to be part of the force that is strategically growing our workforce. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, Mr. Patel. We truly appreciate our partnership with Navistar, which is right down the road from Palo Alto, might I say. But next I would like to introduce one of our own, Mr. Joe Whitehead. Mr. Joe Whitehead is a Northeast Lakeview College student studying computer science, is also an Alamo College's employee, and an Air Force veteran who has served our country. Mr. Whitehead works at NLC at the Veterans Center and started attending NLC after 9.5 years for serving our country. Thank you so much for your service. Please help me welcome Mr. Whitehead.
Thank you, Dr. Garza, for that warm welcome. It's an honor to be here, not only as a Northeast Lakeview College student, but as an Alamo College's district employee who serves as a Veterans Center peer advisor. In my role, I assist veterans and their dependents in navigating their federal and state education benefits. The veterans I help on a daily basis rely heavily on the Alamo College's staff and faculty as they transition from military service into their civilian lives. I love my job because I get to assist many people like myself, an Air Force veteran of nearly 10 years, who chose to attend Northeast Lakeview College to build a better life for my wife, my 13-year-old son, and I. As a student and Alamo College's employee, I have come to learn that the Alamo Colleges provide the best service possible to our veterans and their family members with respect, integrity, and care. We want to do everything we can to ensure their needs are met because we believe this is what they should expect, and this is no less than they deserve for serving their country. This grant is an exciting opportunity for our veterans, their spouses, their children, and our underserved communities, and I am proud to support it. It will focus on individuals wanting to pursue STEM-related career fields like I have, and provide a pathway and funding to cross that finish line. Thank you once again for this opportunity, and thank you to everyone involved who worked to secure this grant for military members like myself.
Okay, I always got to say this. Let's give Mr. Whitehead another round of applause. We truly care about our students, and we care about our military and our veterans, so thank you again for your service. So we'll say go Air Force this time, right? Okay. So thank you, Mr. Whitehead. I'd like to again thank all of our speakers and community for joining us today, and for all of our partners who made this announcement possible. I want to take a moment of president's privilege and say this is important not only for our city, but for our country. As we read the headlines and see the need for skilled workforce, as Mr. Patel had talked about, we see that there's really a competitive market. There's not a day that goes by that none of the college presidents or even the chancellor is getting phone calls saying, we need people not tomorrow, not in 5 years or 10 years, we need them now. And this grant is really going to help us come together as educational units, as nonprofits, as organizations, as leaders within our city, to not really take only our city forward, but take our country forward. And that means something. And I take great pride as serving as the president for the lead institution, but more importantly, I take great pride in working with our board, who's taking us in a great leadership, and our chancellor, who's taking us in a great leadership to not only serve our community, but always do the right thing. And that's important for us. That's something that we have with our corazón, with our heart, and that is going to help us conclude today's event, because we're going to continue to move forward, and we're going to march forward, and we're not going to stop marching until our country is in the best possible place that we can get it. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful morning.